Hello champions, I hope you are preparing very well for your board examination. So in this video, we will be learning the concepts of tuples with the help of the questions. Watch this video till the end. If you learn something very valuable and interesting by this particular video, make sure that you will be liking this particular video, subscribing to this particular YouTube channel and press the bell icon for further updates. Now let's begin. Which of the following is the correct way to create an empty tuple in Python? As we know, Python is represented with what? Parenthesis, right? And the correct answer here will be this one. Yes or no? Because empty tuple is equal to, this is the name of the tuple, is equal to parenthesis, which is nothing but my representation of an empty tuple. Now question number 2, tuples are. This is a very important question. Most of the students get confused by this term, that is mutability and immutability. So the correct answer here will be immutable. What do we mean by immutable? The meaning of immutable is if we are storing any of the elements in the tuple, they will be kept. After they will be kept, they cannot be changed. Like if I'm if you observe in any of the following terms like tuple, list and dictionary, in most of the other ways you will be observing that we can change the element by providing the address or the index of that particular object. But in tuple, we will be unable to change the element whenever we want, or we will be unable to manipulate or modify the element whenever we need. That is nothing but the property of immutability. Now the number 3 question, what is the output of print len 1 2 3? See, it is given the tuple and this is len is my function. It will be helped to, this particular len will help us to find the length of my tuple 1 2 3. So what's the length? 1 2 3. So the correct answer will be 3. Very easy, right? Okay. Now the number 4, which of the following operations is not allowed in a tuple? Very good question. I have just told you right now. First option is accessing elements using index. Yes, we can access elements by using index. Slicing, yes, that's possible. And number 3, appending new elements. Yes, we cannot append new elements. We cannot enroll or append new elements inside a tuple. So this will be the one that is not allowed inside the tuple. Then number 5, what will be the output of tuple 1 is equal to 5 comma? It's a very important one actually. Whenever you are providing a single element to a tuple, this is only one of the way by using which you can apply one element to a tuple. Most of the students are making this mistake. They are storing tuple single element of a tuple in this form. This is nothing but my 5. But that's incorrect. Every time whenever you are storing either one or any of the digits inside a tuple, you need to put a comma just after it. Okay, it's a part of the syntax. You need to follow it so that it will be storing properly. So the correct answer will be, if you will be printing the tuple, you will be getting this is your output. Now talking about number 6, what do you how do you create a tuple containing only number 7? As I have just now discussed you, that whenever you will be writing a number or any element, after that a comma. So the correct answer will be D over here. Now talking about number 7 question, which of the following is true about tuples and list? Okay, let us figure out. The first question is both tuples and list are mutable, which is completely wrong. Both tuple and list are immutable, that is completely wrong. Tuples are mutable and lists are immutable, wrong. Tuples are immutable and lists are mutable, that's correct. Yes. So by this term you might be observing this, that when lists are said to be mutable, because you will be able to append, you will be able to add on new elements inside a list, while in tuple you will be unable to add or append new elements directly into my tuple. Now the number 8 question, what happens if you try to change an element in a tuple after it is created? For example, see, my tuple O is equal to the index is 0 is equal to 5. We know this. What will happen? It will raise an error because tuples are immutable. See, here you will be observing that most of the question that I have defined you is about how to store. Now you might have got idea how to store each elements in the array, how to apply an empty tuple in the Python. And you might be observing another significant concept, that is tuples are immutable, and these are some of the features of immutability or the examples of immutability. Whenever you are storing anything in any of the indexes, after a value is already stored, you will be getting error. These are the concepts. Now the number 9, which of the following can be element of a tuple? Which one? Integers only, strings only immutable objects? No, anything can be elements of a tuple. Integer, string, list, other tuples, etc. Okay, that is nested tuple. When you are having a tuple inside a tuple, that is called as nested tuple. And list can also be stored in this way. If I'm storing 1 2 comma, I can use a list 3 4. So definitely what will happen? This will have the index 0. This will have the occupancy of index 1. This will have the occupancy of this whole will be treated as 2, and this will be true, and this will be 2 of 0 and 2 of 1, which is nothing but this, and 2 of 1. Okay, this will be address of my list whenever it is stored inside a tuple. Now number 10, what is the output of the following code? My tuple is equal to 1 2 3, and I'm using abcd is equal to my tuple. It's a very important question. Very important question. It's like unpacking your values from the tuple. So the correct answer will be this number D. It will arise an error. Why? Because see, how many elements do we have and how many variables do we take for unpacking my tuple? It's 4 and it's 3. That's why. Now talking about number 11, my tuple is equal to 1 2. As I have given example, number 1 2 3 and 4 is inside the list. That is my tuple, and here it says my tuple 2 0 is equal to 5, print my tuple. Okay, can you just take a moment and try to figure out the answer of this particular question? You must be thinking that, so the answer will be tuples are immutable, but no. Here you might be observing I am not making any change inside my tuple, but I am making change inside a list. Changes are made inside a list. As you will be observing from this particular scenario, changes are made inside the list. Inside the list. And as we know, lists are mutable, so change can be performed. So the correct answer will be 1 2. As I have told, if this will be 2, this will be 2 0 place, and this will be 2 1th place. Okay, so it will be, so this value will be replaced with 5 as given as per the code. So the correct answer will be number B. Now talking about 12, which of the following is the correct way to unpack a tuple? My tuple is equal to 1 2 3 into 3 variables. Very good question. Which can be the correct answer? As we know, this C is the correct answer, because here we do have 3 variables, and we do have 3 values inside a tuple. So the correct answer will be this. Now what is the output of P 1 2 plus 3 4? What will happen? When 2 tuples are added, it is also one of the concept in the tuple. When 2 tuples, if tuple 1 is added to tuple 2, what will happen? All the elements will be inside, all my tuple elements will be inside parenthesis. So the correct answer will be this one, not this one. Most of the students might be confused. See, here we do have rectangular brackets, which is nothing but an example of a list. So 1 2 3 4. Now number 14, which of the following methods can be used to find the index of a specific value in a tuple? We do know this, index. Index is the correct answer. If somebody has completed their class 10th in ICC, they must be wondering, so in Java we do have index of that we were using for finding the index, but in Python we do use index. Okay, so don't be confused by this. This is the wrong one. Number 15, what will be the output of the following code? Tuple 1 is equal to 1 2 3 4 2. Tuple 1 dot count 2. So what's the meaning of this? Actually, this is a method. This is a method, or this is a function. It will be counting the number of occurrence of the argument that you will be providing inside that particular method. So what's the argument here? The argument is 2 over here, and it will be counting, and it will start count the number of occurrence of this 2 inside this tuple. How many times? 2 So the correct answer will be 2. Now talking about number 16, consider the tuple. My tuple is equal to this. What will my tuple 1 colon returns? What's the answer to this? 1 colon. So what will happen? So it's another important question. If I'm writing my tuple, okay, if I'm writing my tuple and I'm representing like this, so what will happen? This is my first index. This is my first index. And if I am not writing anything, it will go till last. So my index value here starts from 1. And if as I am not given over here anything, it will go till last. This will be my last index. So here the things are started from 1. If the place of my 1 is at the 0th place, this is 1th place, this is 2th place, or 2 index. So what will happen? These things will be extracted out. So the correct answer will be hello 3.14. This is the correct answer. Okay, did you get? And what if some students might have a question? So we have often seen, we have this my tuple. You might be having two things. Here we are having arguments, here we are having arguments, here we do have arguments, here we do have arguments. Sorry, what does this mean? The meaning is this is my first range, this is my last range, and these are the increments. I have some questions that is based on this. We will be looking over that particular question. This is my what? This is my increment. If I'm 2, then the jumping will be done 2, 2, 2, 2, like this. I'm having question about this. Do not be confused. I will be explaining you that. Now, what is the result of the following code? A is equal to 1, 2, B is equal to 3, 4, A plus BC. One tuple is added with another tuple. What will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very easy, right? So the correct answer will be C. Tuples can be added. Don't be confused. Tuples are immutable. Sir, you just told us that tuples are immutable. Now you are saying that this tuples are added and they are forming 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because tuples can be added. Okay, if you are bringing 3 tuples, that can be added and the elements will be stored in a single tuple. Now talking about number 18. What is the output of my tuple is equal 1, 2, 3, del my tuple, my tuple? What will happen? It will show an error because you have deleted one array, one tuple. You have deleted one tuple and you are printing it, so it will show error. The error will be that my tuple is not found. I'm talking about number 19. What is the output of this following? Let's check. Whenever you are watching this question, just take a moment to think the answer of the question. Just pause the video, take a moment to find your own answer, then try to match it. If then try to match it with mine. If you find a different in answer, then again pause and think why I have given you that particular answer. If then also you are unable to understand, watch this video to understand why the solution is, why the answer is given in that particular way. Okay, you will be knowing the reason behind the answer. You need to practice this all. You need to go through this sequence whenever you're watching any of my question based videos. What is the output of the following? My tuple is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3 in my tuple. What does this do? If you have gone through the concept, what does this do? You might be observing, sir, this is just a human friendly word, 3 in my tuple. What does this mean? In, we do have two syntaxes, two syntax, that is in and not in. What does it do? It checks whether this 3 is inside this tuple or not. Very simple, right? 3 in my tuple. This my tuple is the name of my tuple, name of my tuple, name of the tuple, and 3 is checked over here that it is present here or not. Is 3 present? Yes, true. Then the correct answer will be B. Now the number 20, you have a tuple, my tuple is equal to 1, 2, 3. How would you access the number 4? How can I access number 4? This is how? Very easy. This is 0 of 0 is equal to 1. 0 of 1 is equal to 2. 1 of 0 is equal to 3. 1 of 1 is equal to 4. Yes, so where do we have this is the correct answer. Very easy. Just you need to follow what all things are I am explaining you over here. Okay, very easy, right? Did you get why I have written in such a way? Otherwise you can make a table like this: 1 2 3 4. This is 0 1, this is 0 1. Otherwise you can make a table like this whenever you are having this kind of element. So what is this address? The address will be 0 0. What will be the address of this 2? That will be 0 1. What will be the address of 3? 1 0. What will be the address of 4? 1 1. Okay, easy. You can go through these all steps as well. You can follow these all steps. Now number 21, what is the output of the following code snippet? It's a combination. It's a very good question, like function base, function plus tuple base question. If you have not yet gone through the function, just take a screenshot, okay, so that you would go through this particular question whenever you will be completing the chapter function. Otherwise you won't be getting anything. Then come and go through the solution. If you have already gone through the chapter function, if you're watching this, you will be understand this in a very perfect manner. So what have I done? I have printed my tuple, and what I have done, modify tuple. Yes, what's the use of this? I have called this tuple. This is sorry, I have called my function. Here the function is called. Here the function is called. When the function is called, what will happen? These things are called, and when then these things are called, t is equal to 10 comma 20. So the tuple is given 10 comma 20, and now my tuple is equal to 1 comma 2. So you must be wondering, you must be thinking, sir, the value before was 10 comma 20. Now here it says that my tuple is equal to 1 comma 2. Now you must be thinking, well, this value will be replaced, will the new value will be replaced with the old one, so what? But no. Why will not the old values replaceable, as these are objects? If you are understanding the concept of object very properly, then you might be observing that the whenever values are given, the address of the object are said. Yes or no? The objects the address of the objects are set. Whenever address of the objects are set, that means whenever you are making change in anywhere by considering that particular tuple, the change will occur in the what? In the original one as well. But here you will not be finding such thing. Why? Because tuple is immutable. That is why if I am printing my tuple, what will be printed? 1 2 will be printed. Okay, did you get? Now given two tuples, tuple 1 is equal to 1 2 comma 3, tuple 2 is this. What will be the value of tuple 1 into 2? What will be the answer? Just try to figure out. 1 comma 2 comma 3 is given over here, and tuple 2 is 4 comma 5, and here we do have asterisk. What will happen? Just think. If we were having plus, then what was happening? What would have be, what would be the answer if tuple 1 is added with tuple 2? Very easy, right? What will happen? At that particular time, these two were added. The answer was 1 2 3 4 5. Now what do we have? Now things are changed. Now 1 2 3 into or asterisk 4 5. Think it very properly. Will this be multiplied? No, this will not be multiplied. So what will happen? We will be getting answer this. This is the correct answer. This cannot be multiplied. Right? Now coming to number 23. What is the output of the following code? Again, this question is based on function. Okay. Now what will happen in this particular scenario? A very good question actually. What is the output of the following code? This X, Y, asterisk ARGS. Most of the publishers do not contain this kinds of examples or concepts, but by this we will be able to understand. Now what has happened? This similar thing has happened. This is also function wala question. Function plus tuple concept. What will happen when f is equal to 1 2 3 4 5? my this function will be called. And when this function will be called, as you can see, I've written print args. So what will happen? So you might have observed in the formal parameter I have written xy then comma asterisk args. So what will happen, as I passed 1, so x will occupy 1, y will occupy 2. The rest all values will be stored here in a tuple form. So what is printed? Print args. So what will be printed? 3 4 5 will be printed. And it's a very good question. Suppose you must be wondering, sir, if I have written x comma y comma z then asterisk args. So simple, x will contain y, x will contain 1, y will contain 2, and the other 4 and 5 will be contained storing in that particular asterisk in the form of a tuple. Now talking about what is the output of this following code. Tuple 1 this, tuple 2 this, tuple 2 is equal to tuple 1 this. Very good question. Now as you have observed, I am having 2 colon and 2. So what will happen? And I have written this tuple 1 and I want to create a new tuple. So what will happen? As I have told, if I am having nothing, it will start from 0 index and it will reach till last, and your increment will be 2. That means 1, if I am taking 1 2 3 4 5, if this is my first place, just 1 2 3 4 5, so it will reach till last, but the jump will be 0 plus 2 then plus 2. So what are the elements that are fetched out from that particular tuple? 1 3 5. So the correct answer will be option number C. Very simple concept, very simple concept this is. Now number 25, which of the following statements about tuple methods is correct? Just go through this number 25. It's a very good question. Tuples have many methods like append, insert and remove. Okay, here it says this. Now the number 2, tuples have fewer methods in compared to list. No, that cannot be. Tuples have the same method as list, but they return new tuple instead of modifying the original. Tuples only have methods for sorting the elements in ascending order, descending order. Just try to figure out which question, which answer do you find is the correct one. Okay, so for this video, this question is the last one. You might be observing there are other questions that is related to the tuples only. There will be another video that is based on this tuple where the other questions will be covered. Now I am expecting the answer of this particular question in the comment section. Make sure that you write that you go through this video very properly and you figure out the answer of this particular number 25 and mention your answer. I will be answering after I will be observing some of the answers that are there in the comments. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this particular video. Thank you so much for watching and happy learning.